A man suspected of causing multiple crashes in Colorado is stopped after a pit maneuver, quickly taken into custody, and placed in the back of a patrol car.
Pit maneuver. Hold traffic.
Get your hands up! Hands up! Don't move! Don't move! Out of the vehicle!
On the ground!
I don't know what's going on. I got you. Dude,
Get out on the ground.
hands behind your back.
I didn't do
Behind your back.
While officers search his vehicle, the suspect, still handcuffed, twists his body and somehow brings his cuffed hands to the front, climbs through the divider of the patrol car, and takes off in the police vehicle, with officers just feet away.
Let's clear that firearm. It was loaded and chambered. Loaded and chambered.
They advertise for up to 30 years. They also offer 5-year adjustable rate mortgages.
The excise people might have. I have a question for you. You want to make some money and potentially
No record.
invest in our education by providing training and help grow our
Well, he just stole the patrol car.
Troopers shut down nearby roads and begin a high-speed chase after the stolen patrol car. The chase ends abruptly when the car crashes into a parked truck. The suspect was rushed to the hospital, but sadly, he didn't survive.
Is that what she said? Nothing. You want me to take this? Switch candy. I don't have vehicle. Keys. You got the keys in it? I don't have vehicle. Good sticks. Good sticks. We got a ticket. We got a vehicle on fire. Okay. I don't have a vehicle.
Sanchez was removed from the wreck and taken to the hospital, where he later died of his injuries.
The officer, meanwhile, the driver remains calm and collected, explaining that the situation could have been handled much better from the start. This encounter serves as a reminder of the importance of respect in law enforcement, especially when dealing with individuals whose identity you may not initially recognize. In a surprising turn of events, a traffic stop turned violent in Rocky River, Ohio. An officer pulled over a car with expired plates. Inside were a man and a woman, Holly. When asked for ID, the man admitted to having warrants, while Holly claimed she didn't have any identification.
You have any ID whatsoever?
Just credit cards with my name on them, and I got it unpaid. It's gonna show up in warrant, man.
You have some ID on you, ma'am?
Yeah, she does.
Can I see some ID, please?
I don't have it. I do not have a card.
So neither of you are carrying any ID on you?
I got my credit cards with my name on them. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, I could have credit cards with somebody's name on them too.
Right. I got some security cards here.
So let me see what you got there as far as ID.
I got my gas fuel cards, social security card, my direct express card. I mean, like I said, if you run me, it's gonna come back with a warrant, man.
And you're David?
Yes, sir. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you just give me a break.
Well, we'll discuss that in a moment. All right, you can have this back.
Okay.
And miss, you have no ID on you?
I'm gonna look. Are you gonna run him?
Well, what's your social security number?
I don't know if I heard. I had a stroke. I had a stroke about a year ago.
I'm gonna give you one chance. I'm gonna give you one chance. All right, don't lie to me about who you are.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
This is your only chance to be truthful. You got it? What's your name?
Holly.
Holly what? Holly what?
I mean, just...
I'll be right with you. Hold on, please. He's wanted out of the sheriff's office. He's got all kind of warrants. He's got to have like 4 of them. Sheriff's office, Twinsburg, Parma, Morgan County, SR.
Holly suddenly jumped out of the car to run towards another car and struck an officer with a jackhandle, leading to a struggle before officers subdued and arrested her for multiple charges, while the man was taken in for outstanding warrants.
Hey, get over here. Where are you gonna go? Where do you think you're gonna go? You better get on the ground right now. Get on the ground.
23 to radio. Give me another car. I got this female fighting with 9.
Get up here, I can't breathe. Get up here, I can't breathe.
Lay down. Lay down.
I can't breathe.
Don't move.
Get your hand behind your back right now.
Stop, please.
Get your hand behind your back right now. Lay down.
Please stop, please stop.
23, we're at Aldi's. Hands behind your back.
Please stop. Even stores going a second. Stop.
You just picked up a felony.
Please stop. Stop. Stop.
You can breathe fine.
No.
I have a female fighting with one of my officers in all these parking lots.
Said stop.
Put your hand behind your back right now.
Stop.
Hand behind your back right now.
Stop. Okay. Sir, stop. Sir.
65, 50, you go to 3.
Flip over behind your back.
No. Asshole. Ma'am. Call 911, please. Please.
Go ahead, come.
No.
Do not resist. Do not resist.
Sorry, come on a second. Sorry, come on a second. Sorry, go. Let me up. Let me up, please. Oh, please. Please.
You got her?
Not bleeding, am I? She whacked me in the temple with that thing.
Get in the car. Sit in the car. Were you in this car, ma'am? Are you okay? Did she say anything to you, or? Oh, I don't go anywhere till I can ID you, okay? Thanks. You all right?
That lady in that Mercedes, you want to get a statement from her? Yeah. This girl tried to jump in her passenger seat. No, it was straightforward. She just jumped out of the car, took off with a jack handle in her hand, and turned around, swung at me, and clipped me in the side of the head, and tried to get in that car, and that's about it.
All right, we got to get him out of the car. He's got warrants as well, and we'll go from there.
You send fire up here to all.
All right, now I'm sure you're aware of your warrants, right?
Yeah.
All right, step on out.
So what do
set everything up here.
What do I have for warrants?
Okay. All right, you got a bunch of them. All right, I'm sure you're aware. Leave everything up on the hood.
All right, Nick.
All right, everything up there. All right, good.
So what is all my warrants for?
All right, you have too many to list.
No, ain't no way.
Oh, you've got at least 4 of
It's
them.
got to be Dave Jr. Ain't no way I got 4.
Your picture. Unless you give me bad info on who you are.
No, sir. Would never do that.
Anything on you?
No, sir. No, sir.
Anything I'm going to get stuck with?
Nope.
Any weapons in the car?
Nope. I don't play like that.
No weapons, all right? Anything in the car you're not supposed to have? Drugs, needles?
No, hell no.
All right?
Hell no.
Well, I can tell if she's on something, all right?
All right,
I don't want to, listen, you're with her, all right? So you know what she's doing. I don't want one of these guys to get poked when we start looking in the car.
Oh, no, you ain't got to worry about that.
You got it? All right.
That's a fact. Could you grab my phone and stuff?
We'll get it in a minute.
All right. So what's my warrant?
You got numerous warrants.
What do you mean by numerous, though? I know.
Have a seat.
Holly was charged with trespassing, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, and aggravated battery. Her bond was set at $400,000. Despite her claims of innocence, officers stated her aggressive actions justified the arrest. On December 5, 2020, Windsor police initiated a traffic stop involving an Army lieutenant driving a newly purchased Chevrolet Tahoe. Body cam footage shows officers attempting to pull the vehicle over for a missing rear license plate. The driver continued for approximately 1.5 miles before stopping at a gas station.
Speeds are 18. Vehicles changing lanes. Approaching Church Street intersection. Traffic stop at BP.
Going back.
Felony traffic stop.
Put your hands out the window.
Felony traffic stop.
Put your hands out the window. Turn the vehicle off. Put your hands out the window.
How many occupants?
All units 1013, 804, 803, felony stop. 18 Windsor, 1 East
Put
Windsor.
your hands out the window and turn the vehicle off. Put your hands out the window.
Come around your side.
See your hands. How many occupants in the vehicle?
Upon approach, both officers exited their vehicles with weapons drawn. The lieutenant kept his hands visible outside the window, but declined to exit when ordered. Officers continued giving verbal commands, which were not followed.
They're in your vehicle! Open the door slowly and step out! Open the door! Get out the car! Open the door slowly and get out! Get out of the car now! Open the door, get out the car! Hold. Keep your hands outside the window. Keep your hands outside the window. Get out of the car now. Get out of the car. Now. Get out of the car now. Get out of the car now. Yo, what? Guess what? I'm a veteran too. I learned to obey. Get out of the car. Get out of the car now. What's going on is you're fixing to ride the lightning, son. Get out of the car now. Get out of the car now. Get out of the car. Sir, just get out of the car.
One officer deployed pepper spray multiple times through the open window. The lieutenant verbally expressed fear and hesitated to remove his seatbelt. Officers continued instructing him to exit. After further commands, the lieutenant exited the vehicle. Once outside, the lieutenant was ordered to get on the ground, but did not comply. One officer used knee strikes to bring him to the ground and placed him in handcuffs. A dog was also in the back seat during the interaction. After detainment, officers explained the stop was initiated due to the temporary tag being placed inside the rear window instead of in the designated bracket. They noted the prolonged stop and the lieutenant's initial non-compliance raised safety concerns. The lieutenant later filed a civil lawsuit, alleging his rights were violated and seeking damages of $1 million. Officer Danny Anzo noticed an unmarked vehicle with emergency lights on I-40, where a young man appeared to be conducting a traffic stop. Finding it suspicious, Anzo stopped to investigate. The young man, identifying himself as Brendan, claimed to be a deputy with the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office. However, he couldn't present any ID or badge. Officer Anzo requested a supervisor while keeping the conversation casual. Before the backup arrived, Brendan admitted to impersonating a deputy and was later arrested. He was charged with impersonating a peace officer and sentenced to 1 year of probation, along with a psychiatric evaluation and restrictions on handcuffs and firearms. Here, the Norfolk police stop a modified Ford Crown Victoria with a Watusi bull named Howdy Doody in the front seat. No citations were issued, and the situation was resolved without incident. This video captures the moment when officers pulled Guthrie over for driving erratically. Upon approaching, officers spot 6 passengers inside the car, all appearing under the age of 15. When questioned, Guthrie refers to them as friends, but one person's age raised suspicion. The officer asks Guthrie to step out, spotting his zipper completely undone. Guthrie offers a strange excuse, claiming he simply forgot. He initially denies drinking, but admits to having a few drinks 2 hours prior. A field sobriety test reveals he's impaired, and he is arrested for DWI. Upon questioning the passengers, officers learn they are around 13 to 14 years old. Guthrie faces additional charges, including child abuse, and will appear in court soon. In a routine police response, officers from the Wausau Police Department in Wisconsin were alerted to a report involving a potentially stolen backpack. The owner, Matthew, explained that his backpack contained military documents and was equipped with an Apple AirTag, which indicated its location at a nearby residence. Officers question Mario, who denies knowing about the backpack and says he was cleaning his car. He has no license, only cards. While one officer talks to him, another checks the AirTag. Dispatch confirms Mario has warrants, and officers note a suspicious smell from the house. Officers decide to secure the home and ask Mario to step outside. His sister arrives, questioning their actions. Officers explain they're investigating a theft and have probable cause due to the smell. Officers find a backpack matching Matthew's report, and they take Mario under arrest. While they continue gathering evidence for a search warrant, the AirTag leads to key discoveries and a deeper investigation. Mario faced charges related to his outstanding warrants, while the investigation into the contents of the backpack and the circumstances surrounding the whole case continued.
This grandmother got quite a shock when a SWAT team with guns drawn showed up at her house. Turns out they had the wrong house. And talk about bad timing. She had just gotten out of the shower and was still in her...
Body cam footage shows a SWAT team approaching a residential property linked to a stolen vehicle case involving 6 firearms and an iPhone. The officers were following a signal from the Find My iPhone app, which had pinged in the general area of Ruby Johnson's home. Officers instructed the resident, a 78-year-old woman, to exit the house with her hands raised.
The door with your hands up. Come outside, please.
Do you have anything on you you're not supposed to? Do you have any guns or knives?
Oh, no.
The team proceeded to forcibly enter her garage using a battering ram.
They use a battering ram to burst into the garage. Again, nothing.
And broke open a storage unit inside. No stolen property or suspects were found. The only item discovered in the storage unit was a Christmas tree.
They rip the lock off a storage unit and find a Christmas tree.
The woman was detained in a patrol vehicle as officers searched every area of the residence. No evidence linking her to the case was located.
While the elderly homeowner sat in the back of the patrol car, her house was searched top to bottom. But here's the kicker. The SWAT team was at the wrong house.
Following the incident, a jury awarded the woman $3.76 million in damages due to the mistaken raid.
Now a jury has awarded Mrs. Johnson $3.76 million.
A Grand Traverse County deputy observes a vehicle speeding twice in opposite directions, first westbound, then eastbound, reaching approximately 75 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone. The vehicle also has no visible license plate. So the deputy initiates a traffic stop. The vehicle pulls into a McDonald's parking lot. The driver, a 27-year-old male, rolls up the windows, climbs into the back seat, and pretends to be asleep.
Yo, hello? Central 955, would you start me on another unit? He's refusing to talk to me. He crawled in the back seat and he's acting like he's asleep.
Officers attempt to make contact through the windows. The individual remains unresponsive. After continued lack of cooperation, deputies force entry through the window. Once inside, they find the driver awake but disoriented.
He came flying past on 31 once, and then he did it again. So I stopped him this time. He was going to go straight through, and then he pulled in the left turn lane. Pulls in here, stops, and wouldn't open the door or talk, and then climbed in the back seat. I think he put the key.
Sounds like obstruction to me.
Yeah.
Gonna be missing a window soon.
Returning. No, of course not.
That'd be too easy, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if I recognize him. I don't.
Hey, open the door. You're under arrest. Hey, your window's going to be broke. Open the door.
Hands down. Get out. Oh, my hands are up, dude. Whoa, dude.
Come out of the car.
Whoa.
Get out of the car.
Yes, sir. Guys, you guys are in the cup. You guys are in the cup.
Get on your stomach.
Be safe. Be safe. Hey, be safe. Guys.
I got cuffs right here.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to be sorry. Just stop pulling away from me.
I'm not trying to.
Hold still.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is this worth going to jail?
No, sir.
Then what are you doing?
Yes, sir.
Are you drunk or high or something?
No, sir.
Then what are you doing?
I just didn't want to get arrested.
Well, look what happened.
What?
Was that a good plan?
No.
You happy with your decision?
No, sir.
Is this car stolen or something?
No, sir.
Dead body in the trunk?
No, sir. No, sir. What the?
Yeah.
Deputies confirm that the driver's license is revoked. The plates on the vehicle are expired and do not match the car's registration. A strong odor of alcohol is noted, though the driver refuses a breathalyzer test.
Would you, you haven't had anything to drink?
No, sir.
Okay, would you be willing to take a PBT for me?
No, sir.
Make sure you write him a ticket for it then.
Because it smells like you've been drinking.
He said it smells like he's been drinking, so.
Well, then that's all the more reason to take a PBT, because I think you have. So what'll happen is I'll get a search warrant and I'll get your blood anyway.
The driver was taken into custody without further resistance. Charges are pending based on license status, false information, and potential DUI investigation.
Yes, sir. Come right back here. Go ahead, have a seat. Sit in the car. Yes, sir.
Drop the knife now.
Deputies responded to a Walmart in Ocala, Florida, after reports of a woman, Brandy McGowan, threatening customers with a brick. Inside, she picked up a knife and ignored verbal commands from Deputy Whitty. He maintained visual contact while waiting for backup.
Drop it. Get back. Back up. Drop the knife now. Drop the knife. Drop it now. Put it down. Drop it. Drop the knife.
Once backup arrived, Whitty switched to a taser and deployed it after receiving no response.
Drop the knife now.
McGowan dropped the knife, was secured by officers, and taken to the hospital, where it was revealed she had ingested meth. She was later booked on aggravated assault charges.
Drop the knife.
God damn it! So y'all kidnapping me? You got it? Yeah, I know I'm fixing to get cut up. But y'all get my family.
In March 2024, a woman walked into a police station in Palatka, Florida, claiming that Jessica Woods tried to sell her 18-month-old baby. But the case quickly takes an unexpected turn when Jessica accuses the woman of trying to steal her child.
She said, if you give me $500 right now, you can have. I said, have what? She said, have her. And she put her down in the lead.
What?
No, I would never sell my child. And she said, no, I don't need help. I just don't want the bastard. My child is my life. I never, ever hurt my baby. And I'm like, is she crazy?
The woman, an employee at H&R Block, recalls meeting Jessica the day before. She remembers Jessica and the child were without shoes, and the baby's diaper was a mess. Sensing something was off, she called the police.
To bring her some clothes, diapers over, but we didn't. I was gonna wipe her off, but we didn't want to wipe her off in case she had to take pictures of her because she's okay. Don't cry, sweetie. Because she don't deserve it.
I'll come go in there and I'll come sit with you.
I'll come sit with you. All right. I called DCF to John, and he is on. He's going to be calling me back.
Thank you so much for doing this. I know that this is way outside of what
I'm a mom first.
I understand.
Both of them had no shoes on. Her and Jessica walked in, and she asked me could I give her a new Emerald card because her taxes had dropped, and she left it somewhere or something happened with it. So I got ready to put her stuff in, and I noticed the baby had took her diaper off. And she was like pointing at her private, like it was irritating her or something. So I was like, oh, maybe it's the diaper, kids get irritated or whatever. And she was like, she's not gonna do that because I only have one diaper for her. So she put the diaper back on her, and it wouldn't, you know how the sticky side of the diaper, it wouldn't stick no more. So she like hit her and was like, you just stupid, you shouldn't have did that. And I was like, what? So I called the police.
The following morning, Jessica was found with her baby, asking for help due to an abusive past. As authorities offered support, Jessica became suspicious and feared they were trying to take her daughter.
They were worried about the baby.
Because she's throwing a tantrum.
No, well, more they wanted to make sure the baby was okay and that you were okay.
I'm fine. I'm trying to find emergency housing.
So what's the situation? What are you going through right now?
I'm going through a lot.
Like as far as housing, why are you looking for emergency housing?
Because I had a boyfriend who used to beat the out of me and I don't want it around my kid.
Okay.
If you can please help me in any way.
Well, okay, so I've got our victim's advocate coming out. She's going to talk to you. She's going to bring some stuff for the baby.
No, y'all making me feel great. Oh, no.
This is the victim's advocate that I told you I had come.
No, y'all really making me feel great. And I got 4 y'all.
Stuff for you and the baby.
It's just right now I'm needing a place to stay. Thanks, y'all. I'm probably trying to take her away from mommy. I'm not taking her away from mommy.
At the H&R Block office, Jessica allegedly offered her child to the woman, saying, if you give me $500 right now, you can have her. The woman immediately grabbed the baby to protect her.
She came back. I see her walking back towards our job. And she said, come here, because I trust you, come here. So I'm like, oh my God. I asked 2 of my coworkers to walk out with me because I don't know what's in somebody's mind. And as I walked over there, she said, if you give me $500 right now, you can have her. I said, have what? She said, have her. And she put her down in the leaves. And I said, are you serious? At this time, the baby got up and she was getting ready to walk in the room. And I grabbed the baby and I picked her up and I said, I'm not giving you no money. She said, well, just have her because it's just too much for me.
Jessica later claimed she had been tricked into giving up her daughter, but police found inconsistencies in her story. A few months later, Jessica pled guilty to 6 charges and was sentenced to 4 years in prison and 10 years of probation.
So I went and filed my taxes at H&R Block. While I was there, one of the members of my church filed my taxes for me. She asked me if she could keep my daughter overnight. She said she wanted to buy her some clothes. She know I just got out of abusive marriage and I'm trying to get back on my feet.
And this was Monday or Tuesday?
No, she's only been going for 2 days. Only 2 days.
Well, today is Thursday, so
okay,
I would have make it, what, Tuesday night? Tuesday night. You tell me like approximately what time?
About 7.
7 o'clock?
Yeah.
7 p.m.?
Yeah, 7 p.m.
Okay.
I allowed her to take Gigi, and about an hour after that, I got a knock at the door from the police saying that I was banned from H&R Block. So I sent a text message, and I said, if you not produce my child, I'm going to call the police.
What's this worker that you go to church with? What's her name?
Her name's Crystal. She's the black girl with the pink hair.
You don't remember having a conversation about trying to sell Giovanni?
What?
I'm just
No, I would never sell my child. No. I can't even believe that was even stated. My child is my life. To be honest with you, my sister, me and her have a very bad relationship. She has wanted
wanted my child. She's told lies to my entire family. I believe she sent Crystal to do that on purpose because she laughed yesterday in my face and told me I was going to be in jail. You know I don't deserve to be in jail for this. I never, ever hurt my baby.
If you see her head, she hit her. It's right here.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah.
She elbowed her last night.
So that was from last night?
Oh, you can see it good now. It's swollen all right here. The bruise. She got dirt all in her nose.
Man, I can't lose my child or my license. I allowed her to take Gigi, and about an hour after that, I got a knock at the door from the police saying that I was banned from H&R Block. She asked me if she could keep my daughter overnight. Okay,
That would have make it, what, Tuesday night?
Tuesday night. Yeah.
And what's the worker that you go to church with? What's her name?
Her name's Crystal. Are y'all gonna let me go?
No, man. No, there is a warrant for your arrest.
I'm saying, but like...
I mean, you are under arrest.
In December 2023, first responders in Sparta, Wisconsin were called to a massive fire at a Walmart after a 17-year-old, Emma Smith, accidentally started it while shopping for oatmeal and mayonnaise. While browsing the craft section, Emma impulsively lit an artificial plant on fire using a lighter she had in her pocket. Unaware of how quickly it would spread, panicked, she left the area without warning anyone. As the fire intensified, she recorded the flames and yelled for people to evacuate.
What the? Everyone move from the area! Everyone move from the area!
The fire caused an estimated $7.6 million in damages. All 165 customers and 78 employees were evacuated safely.
Get everybody out.
Garden Center.
Montreal, we got heavy smoke. Oh, worried about people. Are they out? I don't know. Let's just sweep and make sure everybody got out. Everybody out?
I think everybody, yeah. Okay, you get out.
Just get out.
Yes, sir.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
I'll grab this section. I'm gonna go down and I'll go that way. Make sure everybody's out. 48, go ahead. I'm helping them sleep here.
Yeah, I'm in here with you. I got grocery cleared except for the far west aisle.
Cleared the back. I told everybody to get out.
Yeah. Where the f is it?
It's in the craft section, but 30, are you 10 too?
He needs to get out of there. My boy loves running in the smoke.
He took that, he went in that way. As long as we got everybody out.
I think everyone's out.
Ethan! Ethan! Ethan!
There's some sort of a sprinkler.
Yeah, sprinklers are going.
Oh.
Hear it.
Yeah. Oh, there's water.
Guys.
Badger buddy!
What was that?
Is everybody in the back room?
I went through the back. Everybody was going out back.
You should head outside.
Okay.
Oh, it's nice down here.
I went through the back. There was some guys, and I was telling everybody's out. So I was yelling.
I don't know where Ethan is, but
Ethan was just on the radio. He was all right.
I bet some dumb kid did this.
I told you, Sarge. I told. It's going. It's got to be going in there. Look at that.
Yeah. I didn't get too much searching done.
No, it's getting worse in there. It's going.
You want to take yours, Ethan, and block off that driveway? Never mind. People need to leave.
People need to leave, but I can stop them.
You guys have the slightest clue what started it? We'll probably want to pull footage to make sure when some kids are doing something stupid in there.
I mean, we definitely will. We know like where it like busted the most was like where we have artificial floral. It's really combustible.
My fear is that some kids did something stupid, and kind of worst case.
Total box right now is just over 7.6 million. I mean, it's going to be a total loss. I don't know what's going to be. Like for sure, all the apparel's gone.
Yep.
That's gone.
Any of the food sitting out is toast.
Anything where sprinklers hit is gone.
So a rough estimate right now, we're 7.6 million. Rough.
The value in the box currently.
Fire chief, he sounds like he might be contacting DCI, so we might have to secure the building and tape it off for a crime scene. So I'm going to be letting you know in a couple minutes.
Upon investigation, surveillance footage confirmed Emma's actions. She admitted to starting the fire and later face charges for arson and recklessly endangering safety. After pleading guilty, Emma was sentenced to 8 years of probation, 60 days in jail, and ordered to pay restitution.
There's a fire right there.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ. That one.
Like I said, this person seems like they're acting off.
Looks back.
There's smoke right there.
Yeah.
It almost looks like they're wearing like one of those bomber hats.
Was that him? I think that's him right there.
Right there.
Yep, yeah. He's backing up just a little bit.
See right here by this guy?
He's on just behind him. He's
Right.
tucked. Yep, there he is.
Looked like he had his phone out, like he was taking a video or something.
Yeah, could've.
See if Erickson can reach out to some of his head kids and check their Snapchat feed.
Yep, right there.
That's an oh shit look if I've ever seen one.
What did I do?
Definitely looks like a female.
It's a female. Probably should refer this to the school resource office.
Got a video of it from inside.
Really? Who is it?
Oh, balls. Emma Smith from Street.
Hello. Hi. I'm Detective Bray. Is Emma home?
Yes.
This is Sergeant Lodavis. Can we speak to her?
Okay.
Saying. Hi.
Hi.
Can you come down and chat with us for a second?
Yeah.
You want to have a seat? I'm Detective Bray. This is Sergeant Lodavis. Were you at Walmart today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What did you go to Walmart for?
Oatmeal and mayo.
Oatmeal and mayo. Okay. Did you go with anybody? No. You seem a little nervous. What's going on?
Because it scared me genuinely. And she did come home. Panic.
What scared you?
The fire.
Okay.
I was walking, I was ready to go check out, and I was in the ladies' bra section, and then someone was saying, oh, there's a fire. And then I saw it started reaching the ceiling, and then I said, everyone move away, fire, fire, fire. I have a video if you want to see.
Well, Walmart has a lot of video cameras. There's a lot of them that pretty much cover the entire store. Okay. So did you get your oatmeal and mayo? You got
I
them?
got them from Hanson instead.
So why were you over in the bras if you went there to get oatmeal and mayo?
Because when I was going to check out in
Did you
the
have oatmeal and
self-checkout,
mayo in your hands?
hmm and then I set it down right where the refrigerator was in the self-checkout aisle. There was one where it's not in there, but it's like right outside of it, and I put it there, and then I walked out.
When you were, why were you going through like the section with the bras and stuff?
I always take a shortcut, and plus I read on my hand that I needed socks.
Okay.
I know you got some for me, but I usually like to wear black socks, and so I was gonna get those, but didn't, because that happened.
Were you anywhere else in the store? Where would that have been?
I was looking at art bags in the art supply section.
Okay. What else was in that aisle?
What do you mean?
What other items were in the aisle that you were in?
Markers, sticky notes, it was just typical art stuff.
Okay. Were you in any other aisles?
I was in that aisle where it happened, but...
What aisle was that?
That was the art section where paints and stuff were.
Okay.
How do you know what happened there?
Because I saw it. When
How would you be able to see it?
I was looking at the art section, and then I was going to walk away, and then I went in the fabric section to the socks and the bras, and then that's when someone said, oh my god, look, there's a fire. And that's when I turned around, and I made the stupid decision to just stay and videotape it instead of leaving. And I watched it over multiple times, and it's pretty clear to me that it was in that section.
Okay. Did you see anybody else in the section where fabrics were and stuff like that? No.
Nobody else was in there?
There was an old lady, I think, with her family, and they were near it, and then this other person that I was standing near was saying, everyone move from the area, and then I started shouting that too, and you can see it in the video.
Do you have the video?
There was nobody else in the aisle with the fabrics and stuff when you were down there except for an old lady?
And her family, I would presume. And then that's when everyone started walking out the door. And I followed with that.
Okay. So, do you remember where you were right before people started saying there was a fire?
I was walking where those home items were. I was walking out of that aisle after I was done looking at beads and stuff.
Okay.
And then that's when I went to go look at the art bags in the other section. And then I walked out, went near this other old lady who was shopping, and then, I was wearing my hat, so I don't know if I missed it or something, but I was walking in the fabric area, and then I felt like some kind of heat a little bit, and that's when I went to the bra section. But no one else was around me. Everyone was just shopping and everything. That's when I saw all the smoke and everything. And
But no one else was in the aisle and then you felt the heat? It's time for you to be honest with us at this point.
What do you mean?
Okay.
So, Emma, there's the footage shows you leave the aisle where the fire fire started, moments before the smoke starts rising up from the shelf. And your behavior when you walk out of that aisle, you're obviously, you're paying attention to what's happening down there. You can see your head turning and like looking down there several times.
Because I'm usually paranoid about people following me. I do have moments where I get overly paranoid and it makes me act erratically, and she can back that up. And I'm sorry.
I can understand that, and I'm not saying that you're this bad person who's trying to hurt anyone or anything like that. But the footage shows you coming out of where that fire started.
We need you to be honest, okay? There's lots of footage. You're clearly in a panic right now. So what did you start?
The state crime inspectors are coming to check the fire, and they're going to be able to tell us exactly how it happened. Like, not like it maybe happened this way or it maybe happened that way.
What did you start at?
My lighter.
Where's the lighter at now?
It's in...
Where's the lighter at now? Emma, where's the lighter
It's
at?
in the kitchen where...
I don't want you to touch it. I want you to tell me where it's at.
What's gonna happen to me? Please tell me.
Tell me where the lighter is.
Emma, this is a felony. That's the
Where's the lighter
short
at?
stick of it. I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry. I really wasn't thinking.
Okay.
I didn't take my meds today, and I'm impulsive.
Okay.
Where's the lighter at?
It's in the kitchen. When you walk in, there's like a cabinet right here. There's the garbage. Next to the refrigerator first. Go to jail. Please be honest with me.
Come back over here. We're not done yet. So what did you start? What did you start on fire? What did you light?
I lit one of the leaves of the fake plants, and I really didn't mean to.
What do you mean? Explain that to me. Help me understand.
Because I wasn't thinking about anything that could have happened at the end. I didn't even think about that. And I feel really guilty. But
So,
I really don't want to go to jail.
Seriously, you could have hurt somebody. Do
I
you
know,
not understand
that's why
the gravity of the situation?
No, I do now, and I'm really sorry.
Help me
Please.
understand. Calm down. Take a breath.
I don't want to kill myself.
You're not going to.
So, at the age of 17, she can be booked into jail.
I figured.
Listen.
Please, I'm
Calm
so
down.
sorry.
Listen. You're 17, okay? Right? You're gonna be okay. You have a long life to live. You're gonna be okay.
It'll ultimately be up to the courts if they want to proceed with this.
record.
Okay.
For
If they want to
other
proceed
minor
with this.
You're gonna be fine. You made a big mistake,
I did.
but luckily that's a big company that can handle it. Okay.
They're gonna let me know when the bond is tomorrow. How much your bail is.
Holy sh! I could have been at my You're not. Please. I love you.
Breathe.
I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna search real quick.
If I could, I would give you a hug and apologize, but obviously
I
that's bad.
appreciate that, Emma. I
I'm
understand what you're
obviously-
saying. I get it. I get it.
You know I'm sorry, Amber.
I do. Believe you.
Oh, God.
We have a very, very short trip up to the jail, so
So I have your phone. Okay. Do I have permission to look through it? Yeah. Will you?
Please don't message anyone.
Oh, absolutely not. We'd never do that.
Is it okay if you unbuckle? If that's allowed. Do you happen to have any tissues? If not, that's okay. By the way, I gotta say, you are quite attractive. Sorry. That other guy is too. Sorry. Oh my god. This is what I mean. I don't think before doing anything.
I've had a lot weirder stuff said to me from people back there before.
turn right here. You're gonna go right where the blue square is, and then just have a seat right there, okay? Just breathe, Emma. There's nothing in here that's gonna get to you, okay?
Given that the incident could potentially rank among one of the biggest shit shows in history, Emma was charged with felony counts of arson of property, first-degree recklessly endangering safety, criminal damage to property, misdemeanor disorderly conduct, and she was released a few days later on a $5,000 cash bond. Almost a year later, Emma pleaded guilty to 2 felony charges, while the remaining charges were dismissed but read in. According to the AP store manager, the smoke and fire damage resulted in approximately $20,000 in building repair, around $2 million in cleanup costs, and roughly $8 million in merchandise losses. Ultimately, Emma was sentenced to 8 years of probation with the following conditions: serve 60 days in jail and pay $8,636,797 in restitution. However, if Emma plays her cards right on probation, she will only be required to pay $1 million in restitution by December 2034.
On June 6th, 2024, a Battle Creek police officer in Michigan noticed a motorcyclist run a red light. The suspect, described as a white male with a red beard, wearing red and white shoes, and riding a black motorcycle without a helmet, fled the scene after the officer initiated a traffic stop.
Disregard, he's taking off on me. Not pursuing.
After a high-speed chase was called off, officers quickly located the suspect's motorcycle. Despite the expired plate and video evidence, the suspect nervously denied any involvement.
How you doing? You just want to mop real quick. Okay, thank you. Were you just riding down Morgan Road at all? No. Okay. Is this your bike? Yeah, this is my bike, but... Okay. It is, I think it's keys still in it, maybe? Yeah, probably. Are you using my keys in it? Okay. He just had a bike that looks just like that bike take off from him. Nope. So I just rode from Kalamazoo. I was wearing this exact outfit. Okay. Rode from Kalamazoo right here. So I'm not trying to... I've probably been here like 20, 30 minutes. Okay. I'm not trying to say it was you or whatever, but we're just investigating that. Yeah, so. I ain't been down Morgan at all today. Okay.
So what you going in rush for?
Huh?
What you going in rush for?
I wasn't going down Morgan, so that wasn't me. I literally just came from Kalamazoo, right down North Ave, right to here.
You were never at any point from Michigan on to Washington and then took off.
Michigan on to Washington. Appreciate it. Michigan? No. You got your license on you? Yeah. So it's all on video. So if it wasn't you, great. If it was, we're gonna figure it out pretty quick. So just honesty's best policy. But I'm gonna go run your... Yeah, I literally just rode here down North Ave.
Okay. You were coming from Kalamazoo to do what?
Yeah, this is my house.
Like, what were you doing in Kalamazoo?
At work.
Oh, work?
I just rode my bike back.
Where do you work at?
I work for myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is the plate always folded up?
Not that I realized, but yeah, now it is.
You good if I peel it down just so I can see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
160, fuel 50, you guys get there?
Yeah, still out. Can you copy a plate for the motorcycle?
I'll be honest with you, it's probably not legal.
No, it's expired, but
I just bought it.
Who'd you buy it from?
My boy Brent, probably a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Do you know how to watch video?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to go watch video?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
You think this is your guy or no? Okay.
Scenario, if it is, he believes I'm his guy.
He's the primary officer. He's the one that tried to stop the bike. But if I thought you were the guy who ran for me, you'd be in cuffs in the back of my car right now.
I didn't never see nobody behind me.
Okay, and that's fine too. It doesn't necessarily have to be jail. It's at least we're investigating fleeing and looting. That's a felony charge.
Even though I didn't see him behind me at all?
I just heard what he was talking on the radio. I get your point too, although those look like some pretty good mirrors. I know it's hard to see on a bike.
I looked in my mirrors maybe once.
No, and I get that too.
The suspect was arrested for felony fleeing and eluding, along with misdemeanor reckless driving. After 6 days in custody, he was released on a $500 bond.
I can see on my camera. So change my back for me.
Can I put my dog up real quick?
Nope.
Okay.
Change my back for me. You release your fingers like you're praying?
Huh?
Yeah. Just like that. Do you have anyone who can come pick your dog up?
No.
Alright.
I'm going to jail.
Alright. Just don't want these to get too tight. Log over to my car real quick.
Take you to jail?
Well, we're gonna figure that one out in just a second.
Put my hands in front of me to sit in here?
Nope. It's policy. Do you have the video pulled up? It's in my... I have it paused right there.
Before see two to see where it was?
I mean, it's definitely you. It looks like Washington and Van Buren.
I definitely rode straight down North Ave here.
That's you, man.
The suspect later took a plea deal, having the felony charge dismissed, but pleading guilty to reckless driving. He was fined $715 and has a review hearing set for January 27th, 2025.
After his arrest, the suspect was charged with 1 count of felony fleeing and eluding and 1 count of misdemeanor reckless driving. He was held on a $500 bond. The bond was paid 6 days later for his temporary release. According to Michigan court websites, he appears to have taken a plea deal. His felony fleeing charge was dismissed, and he pled guilty to reckless driving. He must pay court fines and fees totaling up to $715. He has a review hearing on January 27th, 2025, indicating he is likely serving some sort of probation or community service for the crime.
Mr. Grisby was taken into custody for illegal possession of a firearm and providing a false identity. Initially charged with a felony, the case was eventually pled down to a misdemeanor for improper handling. He was sentenced to 14 days, which he had already served. On June 20th, 2023, a Henry County officer pulled over a Dodge Charger speeding at 96 in a 35 mph. The officer quickly recognized the driver as Chief Deputy Michael Yarbrough. After taking Yarbrough's license, the officer returned to his car and made a phone call to seek guidance on how to proceed. The officer then decided to issue a citation and returned to his chief deputy, handing over the citation and informing him that he must appear in court. The citation did not include a $200 fine for excessive speeding under the superspeeder law, but it did require Yarbrough's court appearance. He was suspended without pay for 40 hours following the incident, as confirmed by the Henry County Sheriff's Office. Westchester police were dispatched to a Meijer store after receiving a call about a possible shoplifting suspect. The dispatcher described the suspect as a white male, possibly in his late 30s, wearing a dark green Carhartt jacket with a red hoodie, and possibly carrying a cutting device. Minutes after officers arrived, body cam footage shows Officer Sendaz and his trainee approaching Eric Lindsay, a 60-year-old black man who was wearing a puffy orange jacket. Despite the suspect description not matching Lindsay, the officers questioned him while other officers continued to investigate. As the questioning continued, a dispatcher can be heard clarifying over the radio that the actual suspect was still elsewhere in the store, near the Valentine's card section. Lindsay was informed by Officer Sendaz that Myers' loss prevention staff claimed the suspect was wearing orange. Despite the inconsistencies, officers continued to interact with Lindsay. Shortly after, a different officer located and arrested a white male, Tyler Brewer, who matched the original suspect description. Westchester police conducted an internal review and determined Officers Sendaz and Mankenball violated department policy regarding unjustified stops and questioning. However, the investigation found no evidence the stop was based on Lindsay's race. Both officers received administrative warnings and were directed to undergo retraining. Lindsay later filed a lawsuit against the police department, the officers involved, and Meyer, citing violation of his rights.